Hey everybody, it's me, Shaw360, and this is a really small haul. This is the Wonder Girls Why So Lonely, and it's Heize's and July. I always want to say in July, but it's and July. So the reason why I'm showing these two albums is because these were like the sleeper hits of the summer to me. Well, Why So Lonely not so much, because Why So Lonely actually did surprisingly well for the Wonder Girls, but Heize's album, other than Mason, I really haven't seen a lot of people show that they bought this album, and I don't know why, because it is one of the best albums that was released this summer. Granted, it does not have a summer sound, and that may be part of the reason why it's a sleeper hit, because, I mean, it does sound to me like the perfect autumn into winter album. Like, it's got a very mellow sound, very mid-tempo. It's not all ballads, but it's definitely not like party music or very upbeat music in my opinion, but it just has a really good beat. And so I wanted to show this to you guys to encourage you to support the artist. So Wonder Girls, Why So Lonely? If you haven't already got a copy, go ahead and get you one. I have Lim on the cover of mine. I got mine from Amazon for probably around 16 bucks. Now, the Heize album, I got that from catchupcd.net, and it was relatively cheap too. But the Wonder Girls, after everybody seemed to think that Reboot was not the hit that it actually was, it was nice to see them get some acknowledgement for the art, especially on a project that was really made by them. JYP didn't have any plans for the Wonder Girls after Reboot, and they actually came together and they wrote and produced this song, and that's them playing the instruments on the song. It's actually just really beautiful, the fact that they pulled themselves together and they said, no, if you don't have plans for us as a group, we've got plans for us as a group. Here's the art, release it. And people loved it, and I'm so glad. And it's such a unique song. It's very reggae inspired without being, completely aping a reggae sound, because it's definitely more singing than any kind of rapping. There is Yubin's rap part, but for the most part, it's just kind of, a mid-tempo ballad with a reggae beat. That's the best way to describe it. But the rest of the album is really cool too. It's a single album, but it's got 2 other songs on there. The second song really reminds me of Austin Powers. Don't know why, but it's got a really groovy sound, and I just like it. I really like the whole thing, and they look so good in the photo book. Oh my gosh. The Wonder Girls, I guess because they're older, more mature women now, they know how to style themselves, and they style themselves so good. I like it so, so much. There's a lot of unboxings of this on the internet, so I'm not going to do like a really long unboxing, but yeah, I like everybody's hair, even though a lot of people weren't here for Yubin's little mini bangs, but I like everybody's hair. I like the way that they're styled. This is a super scandalous dress, y'all, like super duper scandalous. But outside of that, like, just everybody looks so good. Their makeup's so on point. Like, this is such a now look, even though it's a very 90s look. I just love this. I just really love this. I'm so glad I have this as part of my collection, and I really need to work on getting the rest of the Wonder Girls discography because I don't have it all. I've got this, I've got Reboot, I've got Wonder World, and I've got the 2 Different Tiers Nobody album, but I need to get Wonder Party, and I think there's one other album I'm missing that I need to get, something from earlier Wonder Girls. But yeah, I love this. I'm so glad I have this, and I'm just so glad that this was the resurgence for the Wonder Girls. As for Heize, she's an independent artist, so it's really nice that as an independent artist, she gave us an actual photo book, because that's not what happens with most independent artists. Most of the time, you get a jewel case or you get some other kind of digipack thing, but this is like solid book-like construction, which I really appreciate. It's the same format that I prefer, where you have the album on one side and you have the booklet on the other, but instead of the foam nub, it's got the plastic nub, so that's pretty cute. This photo book is not the biggest photo book, but it's nice the way that they did it. They put different photo shoot pictures, and they mixed it with stills from the video for And July, and I think that was the best thing they could have done, because And July obviously was the best video from the project. It also kind of pimps out the fact that Dean was involved with the project, which Dean and Heize, they have such a really cool chemistry together. Their voices really match each other. I don't see them in kind of a shipping way, more like a brother and sister kind of Tom and Jerry style relationship, but I think on an artistic level, they really understand each other quite a bit. And Dean The songs with him are the best songs on the album, but he brings out, I think, a lot in her that maybe she wasn't expecting. And because of what he brought out of her, I think that's why the rest of the album has a lot more of her singing than rapping, because he recognized that she has a very special tone to her voice. She's not my favorite singer in K-pop or K-hip-hop or K-R&B, but her voice is very unique sounding, and it's something that I really dig. I like kind of precious, precocious sounding voices, and that's what she's got. And this is something that if you didn't buy it over the summer, buy it now, because when you get to October, November, you're going to throw this on. This is going to be perfect. It is going to age like fine wine. So check it out, guys, and I will talk with you later. Bye.